Hello, dear Homely members and investors. Welcome to Homely Market Watch. Today is January 13th, Wednesday. Now is 10:51 p.m. Okay, I will give you this English version because we have a Mandarin preview class tonight. So we try to do this recording version, English version of the market review. Okay, what I want to share is the vaccines on the way, and today is mainly the recovery stocks are back, so still can chase or not. And we will talk. Okay, share this one in 3 parts. But actually, this video is purely for study and discussion. All the cases mentioned is not for recommendation and not for call buy and sell. You need to trade with your own risk. I'm MG from Homely Chat. Okay, I will show you in these 3 parts. The first part is the market view. Second part is the sector view, and then the recovery shares review. Okay, we can take a look about the whole sectors. But before we take a look here, we can take a look about the KLCI. And the whole, actually, the outer market, for example, the Dow Jones, basically still get some pressure by the uncertainty of the political things because the Trump, okay, is still in dilemma situation. So, but actually, the Biden announced that will enlarge the stimulus package. So actually, it's good for the whole market. But actually, local market KLCI is a little bit different. So we can see this is the KLCI. In my homely lunch, I also share this analyze for you. So we can take a little bit look. Okay, this is today's homely lunch. Homely lunch already say here, okay. The two breakouts last Friday's close 1633. So we see finally today the price closed at around 1636, a little bit higher than last Friday's positive candle here. So which is good. Okay, which is good at least, okay, at least kind of finish, kind of end recent short-term correction, but one day cannot confirm. We still need another days, okay, to confirm to standing above this price. And of course, you can set your stop loss, okay? Same method in your individual counters. Half price of this positive candle is 1627. Tomorrow, can correction, but correction better standing above half of this position, like last time. Last time, little bit low, but very soon it just bounce back. Okay, so you see this long shadow is the bounce back of the long fund. So tomorrow, also better standing above half price of this candlestick. Then you can continue. And today the profitable effect is around 2.4%. Little bit, right? Little bit. And then we take a look about, okay, I also draw this line, okay, this line is kind of standing above the line, okay, and of course today better also standing above half price, then you can continue. But now basically can confirm standing above this downtrend line, then you have short-term chance before you break up the previous high. And we see the sector ranking list today. They are most strong. The leading sector is the energy. And they have some fundamental stimulus news. Okay, we know that the OPEC meeting and also the good news of the vaccine. Malaysia's vaccine company signed contract with the US and the China company, so which is also raised the expectation of the investors to the recovery, to the economy recovery. And also this MCO 2.0 are not limit for their main recovering industries, right? Okay, so we also said in this homeland, the crude oil continue to rise. Crude oil also continue to rise. So this is a little bit react slowly actually in the local market, because the crude oil already increased, I think 4 or 5 days already. And we can see then technology very strong bounce back, continue 3 days already. Finance and property, transportation, healthcare, so, it's the lowest one. Only the sector, only the healthcare decreased today, dropped today, but slightly lah. Okay, slightly. But what's your feeling about this sector rotated? In my feeling is really the sector rotated a lot, still continue. You see today's energy, but I think yesterday is the last one. Okay, you see yesterday. This is yesterday's sector. So you see yesterday finance is the last one. Okay, and where is the energy? Energy also slightly. Okay, so every day it change so fast. The funds also inflow very fast. So some investor ask me, MG, can you tell me in advance which sector will increase tomorrow? So it's really a headache question, because this is kind of a forecasting question. You basically is enough for most of the investor if you can follow the trend. Follow the trend means that you already see the low point and then you enter, and then when you see the high point, then you exit. It's not enter very low, but but comparatively you are more safe. Okay, you're more safe. But most of the investor, they still feel not enough. They want to enter before the price fly. But you see, their risk also complain you, right? Also applies together. If you don't have a very good tool, method, and experience, it's really dangerous for you to enter, or let's say the price also could be dropped, okay, if you just enter in advance. So means that we have the method, but maybe it's not suitable for everyone. I can also share you, no problem. But you need to ask yourself whether you whether you do the homework, and whether you have a good method and the tools. And the last thing, and also the most important thing, is that whether you have a very good mindset. What means the good mindset? Means that if you really buy wrong, and then you will stop, or you will stop loss, okay, without thinking, okay, and then without reluctance, hesitate. And then if you the shares increase, you can hold it strongly. Okay, so, things kind of this. This is the mindset, the mindset sector. Okay, so we can take a look about some of them. For example, I can show you the this is technology. If for most of the people today, okay, we can see first, their technology is still very strong. Banker tips also very high. Today, 74%. Before we say it just a little bit breakdown, but it cover back already, totally cover back today. And we can see the trend expert. Trend expert is a buy point after we see the low point. Low point is here, but the buy point appeared today. But this is daily chart. This is daily chart, means that this is a buy point for medium long-term investor. If you do short-term, you use the same method in 60-minute chart. Okay, this is for right side trading. And then if you want to buy in advance, you see this purple color. Purple color we also shared before, is a dynamic chips. If it's over, if it's purple color, then it's oversold signal. After the oversold signal finished, and then the candlestick is breakout, then you can buy. So means that you can buy yesterday already. So faster, but you can also see it in advance. Like here, okay, before the price before the price fly, you already see the signal already. Later on, you break out, you can buy, right? And this yellow color is for sell, okay? We call it overbought signal. So after you see this overbought signal and you wait until it disappear, and later on, after you break down, you should sell, right? Should sell. And you can also find the price uh, drop, okay, drop. You already see the signal before the price drop. Okay, so this is the kind of the signal you can see in advance. But do you have so what I mean that some people are because the indicator is not 100. Sometimes after it's disappear or after it appeared, then it didn't going up. For example, I show here before, like here, this also purple color, so it didn't break out, or maybe a little bit break out. You buy this day, will you cut loss when you break down again? This is a very important question. If you cannot do it like this, then this method is not good for you. So that's why I say the mindset is also very, very important. For most of the people, they would hold for long-term shares, long-term, if they get stuck in the share in this counter. But if they make money, they will sell very fast because afraid of drop. Okay, so this is very important thing. So like this method, if you get stuck, maybe you wait until you get back, but actually it drop further, then you get stuck later. But at the beginning, if you just stop loss, then you will see a little bit loss, right? Little bit loss. So this is very important, and that's why the forecast is not so suitable for most of the investor. Okay, if you have these three, or you already prepared these three things, the homework, the method, the tool, and the mindset, then you can try. But if not, and maybe most of the investor don't haven't realized that which kind of their investment style. So that's also what we want to mention, that you need to learn Homely offer the lifelong training courses, right? Okay, this is technology. Technology after oversold, it bounced back 3 days, very very strong, and hit another new high. So it's basically also driven up by some semiconductor counters, right? For example, the this one, the individual counters, I mean, because Lsoft. Before we also talk about this one, is the semiconductor, but it have no purple color here. But if you do short term, still have a chance to enter, right? If in hourly chart, this is hourly chart. We can use hourly. Okay, and here is the buy point. Yesterday 10 o'clock, but 5 o'clock already have sell point already. Should take a profit. So from here till here, we can see how many percent. 13% you have made for short term. But if a medium long term, after you enter here, you can just wait in the day chart until it have a sell point appeared. And also have other semiconductor. Okay, we don't see one by one. Then we can see other sectors. Other sectors, basically the sorry, the recovery, their finance sector, because have bonus issue announcements. Okay, by this public bank, right? Public bank. And also confirm the date of the bonus issue. So also driving up the whole index. One day increase 3.56%. Banker chips around 38%. Also no retailer. Okay. But this bounce back is for long term or short term. We can also draw a line here. You can find actually haven't break out the trend line. So another 2 days is normal to have correction. If it still can stand in half price above half price of this candlestick, then you still have a chance to going on. And we can also see others. So now it's a short-term chance, right? Short-term chance. If we see the daily chart, the bar haven't turned to red yet. So medium long-term investors still need to wait for a while. And then we see property. Property also rebound. With bank chips 34%, but still weak. The trend is still weak. And then next, this is transportation. Transportation also, after the oversold disappeared, have to bounce back 2 days because of the vaccine stimulates. And have many companies now. For example, we can also take a look about their pharma. But the vaccine shares is still not so strong compared to transportation. Is not so strong. For example, we see the transportation counters. Tesco is a vaccine, the cold chain concept. So hit another new high today. Today increased 12% and also help bank chips control. Vaccine, of course, have good news, but actually there's no bank chips inside, so still no good chance. But this one is different. And also today, bank chips reached 95% already. So if you can have the software, you can just see in the charts. Okay, in the hourly chart today, I think here is yesterday 3 o'clock. Okay, the Trinex bar break out their major line yesterday 3 p.m. right? Yesterday 3 p.m. Buy point till now you cannot consider to hold and also have bank chips to confirm. So I see very potential shares, right? And we can see others, transportation. Yeah, this is all property, finance, and this yeah, it's all recovery concept. But basically, after we see, it's not so strong, right? It's not so strong, just a short-term chance. Okay, just short-term chance. Okay, later we will talk about the individual counters of the recovery shares. About the whole market review, basically during the trading day, the lunch break time, I will write this homely lunch in Mandarin and in English, include the sector and index review, and of course some important news which is related to the share market. And also we'll do share some individual shares, the strategy and some counters which is asked by the investors, but it's not for recommendation. Okay, need to trade with on risk. If you want to receive, you can just send homely lunch to 011-1652-7962. Okay, if you want to receive the day trading updates, you can WhatsApp homely lunch to 011-1652-7962, and I will send you. Okay, so if we say allow the recovery counters just short-term bounce back, then how should I do? Okay, before you trade, I think you need to consider whether or what kind of a style, what kind of your trading style. You are medium short-term trader, you're medium short-term investor, or you are medium long-term investor. And today have one member asked me, okay, if he want to do medium long term, then I think this is not so this is not his her chance. Okay, for example, I use one counter. This counter we also mentioned yesterday, Muda Holding. Yesterday we talked about these counters. We compared to the public bank. Do you remember? Because yesterday already finished the correction. Yesterday we mentioned, and today another 5.8% is very attractive. And I say that actually yesterday increased how much? Yesterday increased 12%, but that one is short-term chance, because if you are medium long term, actually you just see the red. Okay, the bank chips green to red is the buy point. You see the second day, so you enter today. You miss yesterday's 12%, but you have today's 5.8%. It's not so much, but it's quite safe. So if you're middle long term, you don't envy short-term investor profit. That is their fish head. What you want to eat, actually what their fish body is your profit. Okay, so you can just ignore. But if medium short term, you can just trade in the medium short term, including today's recovery counters is also your chance, right? We can see some of them. For example, some transportation counters, finance also can. We can just see the public bank. Public bank, we see short term. This is today 11 o'clock, already increased the major line. Okay, so maybe you say that I trade the public bank for long term. Okay, you trade the public bank for long term. You also want to today in no problem. Even your long term from this strategy, we should only need to wait, or we just earn a little bit capital. We can control the capital to control our risk. Okay, like this lah, because the whole chart we just said already, whole chart is just first day turn from green bar to red. So you enter tomorrow lah, right? You enter tomorrow for middle long term, but short term hourly chart already have a chance. So this is the answer. You do medium short term, then you can consider to buy this recovery. But we know a recovery economy is the long run things. So why can't I just buy a lot and then put it there? You see, nowadays the market, all the data and the real their situations, what happened is really different. Okay, so it's a lot in a good order. It's not the right logic. So if you just trade with your expectation or your own judgment, which is unconnect their chart, then maybe you will easy to get stuck. I also tried a lot, because sometimes I will I use the same method in the US trading, US market trading, but which is not workable here in the Malaysia, because their fundamental side and the technical side is really different and matchable here. To some degree, not 100%, to some degree. So it just forced me to more focus on this tactic chart. I think you also have the same feeling, okay, especially in this last year and this year. So that's why I say that even you want to do mid long term, if the chart pattern is still not good or is still not confirmed in mid long term, then you still need to control your capital to control your risk. Okay, so today I use English. Maybe cannot express well. So yeah, anything you can also let me know. And also I can give you some example. This is a investor. He one of the member, he do mid long term. So he also finds a good entry point, and lot many days are not the low point, is the middle way enter, but actually it still can make 24% already. So which is more safe. If you don't have the software, sometimes you feel it's too high already, right? You feel it's too high, because you see this counter PIE, this counter already increased for long term already. Okay, increase for long term already. So long term. So maybe you will feel high already, still high already, still high already. Why this member can dare to chase high? He chase high around here, in hourly chart, because he see still banker chips still remains. Okay, if banker chips remains, then here is not the top area. So that's why increase 20%. less than 2 weeks. So he's a medium long term. So that's what I want to say. If you want to have a good returns, the method is very important. Another investor only 1.9%, but it's a little bit okay. What I want to describe is that he's also medium long term investor. So he just entered today because he see this pattern, his pattern, and react a little bit slowly. But actually he used the method. I used the method, okay, because the trend expert also turned to red already. Okay, so this is what I want to say. And if you have good method, have good tool, can also make good profit from the market. Follow the banker tips is the most important thing instead of the news. Okay, so can leave feedback in the comments after seeing today's video. And of course, if you want to attend homely preview class, a Mandarin version is Saturday 2 p.m. English version is in Sunday morning. Okay, you can WhatsApp one to 011 and you can if you want to join in my WhatsApp broadcast group, you can WhatsApp 2 to 011 Okay, thanks for your watching. And if you can benefit a little bit from today's video, you can give me a like and then share this video out, and also can comment below the video. And if you want to receive the upcoming videos, you can subscribe the channel and turn on the bell. Okay, then you can receive. And English version 1 or 2 times every week. Mandarin version more. Okay, more. And also Homely have 3 branches in KL is HQ, and also have Penang and the JB branch. So if you want to know more, can also contact me at 011 Thank you very much and see you next time. Bye bye.